Hey friends, I'm Scott Hanselman and it's Azure Friday. I'm here with Daya, who's going to teach me all about the Azure Business Continuity Center for managing my backup and disaster recovery at scale. How are you?
Hey, Scott, I'm good. How are you?
I am very well. I'm excited to learn more about this. We had Nandini on the show a couple of shows ago to talk all about monitoring site recovery, and you're going to give me some even more specifics on how Azure Business Continuity Center is going to help me out.
Absolutely. And we really have good content that I could kind of walk you through for Azure Business Continuity Center. It's a new offering that we have today in preview, and we are targeting its generally available state in Ignite timeframe. So, as you know, business continuity has been always a critical aspect for the organizations, right? Where they actually go through the comprehensive planning to safeguard their resources, maybe using backup or site recovery as a solution. This is all to ensure that whenever there is a disaster for the organization, they are in the state to recover their critical resources, right? Now, today, as we have kind of learned through the market that the business continuity is evolving along with the rapidly evolving digital era. What I mean by that is customers are migrating to the cloud, they are adopting the hybrid as well as multi-cloud technologies.
Mhm.
So previously, when customers were on premises and they were using simply the backup or maybe the replication to the secondary site, that was well enough to protect the data and be being in the state to recover, right, when the disaster happens. But today, because of the digital era and the emerging requirements that we have in the market, like ransomware protection requirements, hybrid work environment, remote work environment, etc., because of which the normal backup and the disaster recovery is not sufficient, right? So what customers do today is to meet these needs, which is coming up due to the new era, they actually rely on multiple solutions to protect their data. This could be either because of the gaps in the existing software or because of the hybrid and the mixed technology that they are using, right? Now, when they do so, the challenges get actually broadened up because of the multiple solutions they use, right? So that actually puts them in the state where they have a lot of fragmented experiences coming up due to multiple solutions they are using. So
Yeah.
when we spoke to the customers, we did see these challenges coming up very prominently in their conversations. Like they spend the additional time in swifting across multiple solutions, multiple UIs to kind of collate the data together to monitor it in a single place. Plus, when it comes to proving the governance or proving the compliance and governance against the auditing requirement, that in itself leads to the challenges to adhere to the compliance standards because of these fragmented experience, right? And then also it comes about the additional management cost because they are using the multiple solutions. They have to have the headcounts or they have to have the skill set by which they can go ahead and manage these multiple solutions. And finally, the main purpose of business continuity, which is the recovery and the outage happens, that in itself also becomes complex because of these fragmented experiences. So, all of these challenges we took into account and designed the Business Continuity Center, which helps customer in four different pillars to solve these challenges, right? So, the first one we have is Business Continuity Center is a single unified place which actually helps customer to see their data at scale, right? When I say that, I mean even if you have multiple subscriptions, even if you are using solutions like backup, site recovery, all of the data across your entire estate can be seen in just a single place along with performing the action. So we call that capability as the centralized view along with the single pane for performing the critical operations. Along with
If I,
that,
if I may, if I may ask, make a comment, one of the things that I like about the way it's called Business Continuity Center is that it's not just simply a backup solution. It is a business backup solution. And the word continuity is to keep the continuity of your business. It really speaks to it more. We have a joke, of course, in IT that backups always succeed. It's restores that fail. And I feel like Azure Business Continuity Center has put that idea that your business continuity matters across databases, VMs, networks, the entire structure of your business. And to your point, governance all matters. And if something, God forbid, should happen, a disaster, or a ransomware or an act of God or an earthquake, you're going to go to that single pane of glass to monitor and the health of your backups and to start will continue the continuity of your business.
Absolutely. So you're bang on the right point where customers' environment is just simply not made up of virtual machines, right? They do use PaaS resources, they use SQL, they use storage accounts, virtual machine, etc. And when it comes to see this entire data as well as its protection state in a single place, that's the challenge which comes when the business continuity is looked at. So that is where we have designed the Business Continuity Center. Nandini last time walked us through the monitoring and the reporting capability that we have in the Business Continuity Center. Along with that, we also have various other capabilities added in the Business Continuity Center where configurations, right? For example, configurations for the ransomware protection capabilities, which we call it as a security level. That also is something we are trying to build awareness amongst the customer to use them and keep the data protected. Along with, we also have the policies, etc., to look at the governance and the compliance part. So without further ado, let me do one thing. Let me share my screen to you and show you how the Business Continuity Center looks like today,
Okay.
right? Now, what you see on my screen is the Business Continuity Center opened. And before I get started into various value adds that customers can get using this, let me put few points here. Business Continuity Center is absolutely a free tool for the customers to use. So if they are already an Azure customer, they need not to pay anything additional to go ahead and get use of this particular Business Continuity Center. And second thing is for customers to get started with this particular tool, they need not to do any prerequisites or any setup or any installation. It's simply you need to just go to Azure Business Continuity, Azure portal, search for Business Continuity Center, and that's it. It's right available there, and you can just get started. It's that simple, right? So now, talking about the various views that we have in Business Continuity Center in the public preview stage today, which is available across all the regions. The first page or the first view where the customers will land when they open the Business Continuity Center is the overview, right? Now, this overview page is built with the primary objective of providing the condensed snapshot or the summarized view for entire estate across the subscription, resource group, or data type, etc. Right. So, for example, if you see here, this today shows across two solutions the data is available here for the customers, and it can also show you various type of data that you might be protecting. So this really becomes a handy kind of a dashboard for the customers where they can see the summarized information for entire state, as well as these tiles that you see, they are smart tiles. What I mean by that is if you click on any of these, it can help you take to the respective view in which you can then see the further detailed information, right? So for example, here you can see what is your protection status looks like, how many resources are not protected, how many are protected, and their different status in terms of primary region or the secondary region, how many resources are security implemented or security configurations properly implemented, alerts fired in last 24 hours, etc., right? So let me do one thing here. Let me start with one of the view in terms of what these styles can help us with. Like here, it shows I have these many virtual machines which are not protected, right? So when I click on this, it takes me to this protectable resources view, where then it can show me the list of all those virtual machines on which I have neither configured the backup, neither site recovery. So these are actually, these resources are the one which if there is an outage, you will definitely not be able to restore them because there is no backup or the restore capability. So the first journey for the BCDR admin definitely starts with this particular stage where they want to identify which resources today are not protected. Now, once that is done, the next obvious thing is, okay, I see these resources are not protected. Let me go ahead and now protect them, right? So what they can do is either they can select any of the resource and click on that to configure the protection, or if they want to do it for more than one, they can even use the configure protection available here, which can help them protect multiple resources together.
And you made a
So
comment that Business Continuity Center isn't doesn't cost you anything, because ultimately it's trying to give you a view on things you could do. It's trying to help you out, do you a favor. Any costs are the costs of you doing a backup, and those costs are handled through the Azure Backup Service or storage or whatever. So Business Continuity Center is just a benefit that we all have. We just need to visit it.
Absolutely. And like I said, along with the cost part, no installation, no setup required as well. So somebody who's watching this video right away even opens up Business Continuity Center on their screen, it's ready to use. That's simple. Right, so it's absolutely a good handy tool that comes for customers who are using backup or disaster recovery to protect their resources. And today, like I said in preview, we have these two solutions onboarded, but eventually we are planning to make this as a single place for the customers across all the Azure services with backup and recovery capability, right? So this one is going to become a single management console for all your business continuity needs.
Very cool. Very cool. I love that I already have this and didn't know it.
Hey, so now I am here to let you know all about it, right? So, next thing is once you protect the resources, just configuring the protection is not enough, right? You have to make sure that they are protected. And we also recommend customers that you should definitely go ahead and protect the resources in more than one region, right? Let's say, for example, my resources are hosted in some specific region and that entire region is down. For me to ensure the recoverability in that scenario, I need to have the protection in the secondary region as well. So if you see, this view is designed in a way where it can help you see the information for both the region. Have you protected? Have you not protected? And like I said, along with this, you also have the options to perform the action. So if whenever there is a disaster, you need not to go to any other different view to perform the action. Right here itself, you can go ahead and even perform the recovery or perform the failover, etc. operations right from this particular view itself.
Very cool. I was really surprised when you went in there and it said had thousands of virtual machines. Like I can imagine, I only have like 3 or 4. How comforted I would be to protect my small business, but I could only imagine if an enterprise has data lakes and databases and storage accounts and networks and VMs, how it must look to go into a dashboard like that and have that sense of comfort that I can, in fact, protect these thousands of resources.
Absolutely. So when it comes to the organizations which are large scale organization, for them the estate is very huge, and plus customers do have some resources which are hybrid. I mean by that, the resources which are hosted on premises and some of the resources which could be in the cloud as well, right? So for them to even look at that entire estate in a single place in itself becomes a challenge. Then they will rely on multiple scripts or some automation tools to go ahead and collate this data in the single place. And it's the customized snapshot or the customized dashboard that they need to build themselves. Right now with Business Continuity Center, they need not to do it. And plus, we also have the option, like here I'm clicking on currently showing the protection details for active resources. If you notice here, we have option to see Azure as well as non-Azure resources as well. So when I click on non-Azure resources and click on OK, it will help me to kind of go ahead and see the site recovery related resources, which are VMware resources, right? So that is another way where it's not only across the solutions, but even across the platforms. Whatever protection data, whatever protection estate we have, we try to get it in the single place so that we can reduce your manual overhead that you must be performing when designing your own customized solution.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. This is really interesting. And you're right. You would have to build these kinds of tools yourself, and that would take effort. Here, the experts, y'all at the Business Continuity Center, have gone and made this work for us. Already done. The queries are set up, and I can see immediately what's not protected and what I could do about it.
Absolutely. And like we have the another episode where Nandini walked us through the various monitoring capability and the reporting capability. Those are also part of Business Continuity Center. So I'll skip it for today and just simply move to the security view. Now, today, backup does provide the various capabilities by which you can protect your environment or your protection data specifically against the malware attacks or ransomware hits, etc. Right? So these capabilities are like soft delete, immutable vault, multi-user authorization, and all of these capabilities we offer our customers uh, without any cost, right? So we want our customers to definitely take advantage of these capabilities, use them, and protect the data which is generated by either backup or site recovery, right? So for that, what we have done is we have designed this view where what it does is it proactively assesses the configurations of these settings that I just called out, right? The few settings which Azure Backup offers. Are you utilizing them? And if you are utilizing them, have you configured in a way where it is enough protection based on the criticality of your resources, right? So what we have done is for this particular view and this proactive assessment that I just called out, we have designed 4 different security levels based on the settings you have configured, right? So that information you can see right here in the help as well. Every view in the business continuity center is provided a sufficient help so that customer need not to navigate anywhere else for learning more. Like for example, for this particular view, which is security posture, if I click on this help, it shows all the possible information that I would require to know this view, to start using this view and everything, right? So here, if you see, we have 4 different levels: excellent, good, fair, poor, etc. And these levels do provide details about when do we call one of the resource as at an excellent security level, right? So for example, when you have immutability or soft delete enabled, plus when you have multi-user authorization enabled, then your resource reaches to an excellent security level. Anything below that will have a separate security level, right? And now based on that, it becomes easy for customers to know that, let's say we have 4 to 5 security setting that Azure Backup offers. Customers might be wondering, which all do I need to use? Do I need to use all? Or do I need to kind of use few based on the criticality of my resources, right? So this view looks at all the resources and assigns them a security level based on assessing these settings, and helps customers to identify where do they stand. And just like security posture, if you have other settings or other configurations that you would like to audit, in that case, we do have the policies available here, the Azure policies for protection, which you can use and assign to your resources. And once it is assigned, you can also look at how the compliance is reported for those resources against the policies, right? So here you can see that one of my policy where I have to enable the immutability, it shows that none of my resources do have the immutability enabled. So this becomes a very handy tool when you have to prove the evidences, or when you have to generate the evidences for your auditing purposes, which could be for the compliance or internal audits, right? So that's what all we have in the Business Continuity Center to help customers with their journey.
Yeah, and I see that you can assign those policies and initiatives to different people who may be in your project. So like certainly one of these particular compliance policies could be assigned to an engineer or an IT person to go and make that happen, because this is a lot. I mean, there's a lot to do in this business, this demo business that you're showing us here. They have some real continuity problems, don't they?
Absolutely. And policy becomes a handy tool when you have to give responsibility to someone else, where you want them to track how the compliance is done, or if there are any drifts identified, if they need to remediate and fix the issues. Yes, that can be
Okay.
definitely.
So at the beginning of the show, you showed me and told me that I have Business Continuity Center available today, and I may not be using it. Where do I go to learn more about what Azure Business Continuity Center is?
Absolutely. So one thing that you can do is, like I just said, in the Azure portal, you can open the Business Continuity Center, which is open on my screen. We do have a lot of resources collated in the Getting Started page of Azure Business Continuity Center itself, where it talks about various recordings that we have for what is Business Continuity Center, its value, the capabilities in the Business Continuity Center, along with the various links. And the second resource I would like to refer to is the documentation that we have for Azure Business Continuity Center, which is available on our Learn website. That's also a good place for customers to get started and use the Business Continuity Center in detail.
Very cool. And it is a single pane of glass for all my BCDR and compliance issues. I am learning all about the Azure Business Continuity Center. I didn't even know I had this, and now I can go and manage my backup and disaster recovery portfolio. Thank you so much, Daya, for chatting with us today.
Thank you so much, Scott. Happy to hear.
And thank you for watching Azure Friday.